I didn't start working in politics with the aim of becoming an MP. It took me a period of time before I came to understand that I actually had a perspective, having grown up on a farm in a rural community, and as a young person I realised I had a perspective and an opinion to offer that was actually quite different from what the makeup of the Parliament was. My earliest memory of Parliament as an MP was sitting in question time for the first time and feeling like there was a physical wall of noise coming at me. And it took me a long time to get used to that. I think when you're on the floor of the chamber, the argy-bargy that goes on, and after a while I think a lot of people start to see it as a bit of a sport, but the first time that you ever experience that, it can be very confronting. Professionally, as a rural MP, the travel can be quite difficult. My electorate is 11,500 square kilometres, and a lot of those communities have very different needs. At a personal level, I suppose, I've found juggling a little kid with Parliament quite difficult. It is still very challenging, particularly for rural MPs with young children, to be able to manage that balance of caring for their kids and also doing their job when Parliament doesn't sit on a regular schedule. My highlights through my time as an MP has been the amazing involvement that you have in your local community, and that has really driven me during my 8 years in the Parliament. You can point to issues like reform, whether it's the Crown Royal Commission or advocating for better regional train services, which I've done a lot of over the last 8 years, but the things that I'll really take away are actually things that are never public. The times when you've been able to help individuals behind the scenes, and I think that's where often the true work of an MP is done. We have a reputation for talking a lot, and often we do, but the most important aspect of the role is actually to listen. I'm very proud of being able to have been the first woman, state or federal, within the Nationals who's held a leadership position. Putting my hand up for the deputy leadership before I'd sat a day in Parliament was perhaps a bold thing to do, and I'm really glad that I did. It's been a huge honour to be deputy leader of our party over the last 8 years. It's been a lot of work, but a lot of fun as well, and ultimately just an amazing privilege. My lasting memory of my time in Parliament will probably be the camaraderie that I've had with my colleagues. We're a very tight-knit team in the Nats. We treat each other like family, and I think possibly because we do leave our families to come to Parliament, we all have to travel to be at Parliament, and we have a really, really close friendship among our team, and that's something that I've really treasured over the years. I'm very much looking forward to spending some more time with my family. Tim Fischer, when I was first elected, wrote me a letter with his 10 tips for surviving politics, and I think number 8 or number 9 was write down a list of your closest friends, and if you haven't seen them each year by Melbourne Cup Day, make sure you reach out to them. I thought that's never going to happen, but it actually does. So in life after politics, I'm really looking forward to spending a bit more time with the people who were on that list and who I haven't spent a lot of time with for the last 8 years.